What's up, guys? My name is Adrian.
Nate.
And we're Dave Reacts, and today we're going to be reacting to, well, first, World Remnant, called Between Kingdoms.
Okay.
And then we're going to be leading into episode or chapter 4, which I don't know the name of just yet because I haven't looked at it. But we are. So first off, what happened last time?
What happened last time was that there was a wooden ship that kicked some fucking ass. You know, Blake and Sam were on the ship. They tag team, kicked the dragon down. Ship came in. You stabbed him, shot him down, and then we went to, where did we go after that? We went to go see. I'm drawing a blank. What? No. Yang. Yeah, that's what it was. We went to go see Yang and how her struggle was, and like how she's still like tripping off everything. And then Ironwood had his top scientist make her an arm, which she kind of was just, I feel like, torn by it, you know. But anyways. And then what happened after that? And then
Salem.
And then we seen Salem, right? And the weird jellyfish thing. It was all, you know. And then she didn't believe Cinder. That I felt like she didn't believe Cinder that killed. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that was actually basically it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good job.
Thank you. Like I said before, every once in a while I get it.
Yeah.
Most of the time, I screw it up.
No, you don't.
Yeah, inside, he was like, yeah.
So yeah, that was basically it. So let's just get straight into the World Remnant. Between Kingdoms. Between Kingdoms.
Yeah. Okay.
Between Kingdoms.
So, now you know more about the kingdoms, but what's between the big cities?
Land. Water.
Alright, the easy answer is Rim. There's no reason to beat around the bush. They're out there.
Yeah.
And it probably won't go well if you run into one. That's okay, because you're a hunter. Or huntress. And you've trained at one of the major academies, so you're probably fine. Just don't get yourself overrun by a pack of them. Now, after a long day of killing Grimm and saving the world, you're going to probably want to stop at a small town inn. Small villages dot the land between the major cities. You might ask, with the wilderness being so dangerous, why not just live in the big cities? Well, that life isn't meant for everyone.
That's right.
These small towns are founded by people that have a problem with the kingdoms, or don't want to deal with the kingdom's problems, or maybe just enjoy the simpler life and would rather take their chances in the wild than in a kingdom. It goes about as well as you think. If the founders are smart, then there's a good chance these towns can survive for the same reason the kingdoms continue to.
Natural borders.
Strong defenses, and stubborn citizens. If you don't have at least a few of those, then the chances of a town lasting more than a year isn't great.
Dang, just a year?
Unfortunately, it's not just the Grimm running around ruining towns. Wandering bandits are another threat. These groups of usually fairly skilled fighters travel the lands, never settling in one place. They often prey on convoys sending goods between kingdoms. That's not all. These raiders will often wait for a town to be at its weakest, maybe after a Grimm attack or while its fighters are out hunting, before finally moving in at night and striking. Bunch of jerks. The worst part is, if the Grimm hadn't attacked before, you better be damn sure they will now. You can't exactly have bandits raid your town without at least a few negative emotions.
Yeah.
This is also why bandits never stay in the towns they conquer, with attitudes like the ones they have. Grimm tend to be pretty interested in them as well. As long as they keep moving, they've got a better chance of survival. Besides these small towns, the areas between kingdoms really depend on the continent. Harsh deserts, icy tundras, lush forests, you name it. At this point, pretty much every inch of Remnant has been mapped out. Although
guess
Of
so.
course, somewhere out there is where she is.
I'm guessing Salem is in the top left corner.
Yeah.
Like where that dragon-looking thing is. Because he said almost, right? Almost all of it's mapped out.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a pretty cool snippet. I mean, we sort of already, slightly already knew that a lot of the smaller towns that aren't, the freak was that? That aren't the kingdoms, don't do well just because they don't have like the natural borders or the multiple huntsmen or huntresses scouring the streets.
Yeah.
But then, you know, we were introduced, I think, 2 episodes ago about bandits and stuff like that, of how they can raid the towns and convoys and bring Grimm along with them afterwards, and that's why they don't
Stay in one spot.
yeah, stay in one spot, which is pretty smart.
Yeah.
I guess you say, if you're bandits.
Always on the move.
Always on the move. But yeah, I liked it.
Yeah, it was cool. Yeah. Yeah.
Alright.
Okay.
Bye.
Next.
Yep, let's get into the Volume 4, Chapter 4.
RWBY.
RWBY.
RWBY. RWBY. RWBY. RWBY. RWBY. Ready to watch some RWBY?
Yep, let's get it.
Let's do it.
It's called Family. So if this has nothing to do with Ruby or Yang, I'm gonna be a Boy or Weiss, because Weiss is now at her family's estate.
Okay.
But I'm leaning more towards Yang and Ruby, or just Yang, because Ruby's with Team Ranger. Bye. Ruby. Alright, we'll start off with this guy.
Boy. Yeah, wash your hands. Oh.
Hello, I'm Professor Oscar.
Wait, what?
What the hell?
His name's Oscar. But Ozpin was talking to him. She's definitely in a nightmare. Oh yeah, definitely in a nightmare.
You're gonna run away. Oh no!
Oh gosh.
Oh, great.
It's a cool looking arm.
Mm-hmm.
Is that Port?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh, and then there's Dr. Ublik.
I was just a TA. I didn't know what to do. I just left the room to laugh. Now he told him else. He'd never worn a uniform before, so he didn't know. That is terrible. But he's proud for you. Hey, the girls all
That's definitely you.
Yeah.
Mrs. Xiaolong, please join us. Yes. Pull up a chair. Please pull up a chair.
Oh, job.
Please, pull up a chair.
Despite popular belief, teachers do have a life outside the classroom. Professor Goodwitch is working round the clock to restore Beacon to its former glory.
Just her?
But Mistral wasn't built in a day, and we all need some rest from time to time. Yeah, look, let's not worry about that right now. So, there we were, standing in the auditorium, looking at Crow wearing a skirt. Then Oz tells everyone it's time to work on our landing strategy. The Broadway twins have always been interesting, to say the least. That sure didn't seem to stop young Ty. Hey, come on, man, she's right here. Oh, please. She's a mature young woman. If she can handle combat, she can handle a few jabs at her old man. That's not the issue, Pete. And besides, she's still a teenager.
She is also in the room and can be directly spoken to. And I think I've been through enough to be considered an adult at this point.
Adult or not, you've still got a long way to go before you're ready for me.
Oh my gosh, does every father figure just have the same three condescending phrases?
Yeah, but we only use them when we mean it.
Is that so?
As a matter of fact, it is so.
Okay.
If you honestly think that you're ready to go out there on your own, well, I guess you lost some brain cells along with that arm.
You jerk!
Oh. She's alright with it. I was like,
Not the guy.
you know who the dad reminds me of?
Who?
You ever played Jack and Daxter?
Oh, yes.
Kind of reminds me of him.
If you don't mind me asking, why haven't you tried on the arm yet? Oh, yes. A piece of advanced technology being given out like that is rare indeed. Not to mention the effort it took to deliver it here. It seems a great many people want to see you return to normal.
I'm scared. Everyone keeps talking about me getting back to normal, and I appreciate it, but this is normal now. It's just taking me a while to get used to it.
Well, normal is what you make of it.
What is that supposed to mean? Do you want me to just pretend like nothing happened? I lost a part of me. A piece of me is gone, and it's never coming back.
You're right. It's not coming back. But that doesn't have to stop you from becoming who you want to be. You're Yang Xiao,
What a great name,
my
though.
sunny little dragon.
Yang Xiaolong.
My sunny little dragon.
Whatever you put your mind to. So whenever you're ready to stop hoping and get back out there, I'll be there for you. Fear is like any other emotion. It comes and goes. It's all in how you handle it. Why, even I find myself wrestling with that emotion from time to time.
Really? You?
He's afraid of mice. They bring only disease and famine. And don't even get me started on their tails. Hairless, simply unnatural. I assure you, I was in
Aw, seeing her laugh. It's good to see.
Good night.
Just try it out. See how it feels.
Yeah.
I think that's like the hardest obstacle.
It may be a while before we return. There is still much work to be done at the school. I hesitate to ask, but is there any word from
a good idea. I mean, you probably know crows watching after them.
Of course it'll be there. This one's supposed to be pretty big.
Egon Bottom. It's a well-protected village with a popular inn.
Which means anything in the rain. See, everything's gonna be fine.
You know, we've had a lot of ups and downs. Things could be a lot worse. Really thought we'd see more grim. As did I.
I guess our luck is finally turning around. To Higgins!
Spoke too soon, huh? Oh.
You know, maybe that's why there's no Grim around.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Good call.
Okay. Maybe that was a raven. That sounded a lot more like a crow than a ah! Ah! You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, son.
No, sounds with Blake.
Now you son now. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't.
From the woman upstairs. Red eyes. Said you wouldn't mind bottom shelf.
Is it who I think it is?
But I went ahead and gave you top. Lucky you.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
Hello, brother.
Raven. So, what do you want?
A girl can't just catch up with her family.
You can, but you're not. How about we get on with it?
Dang, okay, cold. I see you, Crow.
Unless you plan on keeping these coming.
Does she have it?
Did you know you had lost her arm?
That's not...
Rhetorical question. I know you know. It's just obnoxious that you bring up family and carry on like your own daughter doesn't exist.
I saved her.
Once. Because that was your rule, right? Real mom of the year material, sis.
Damn.
I told you Beacon would fall, and it did. I told you Osgood would fail, and he has. Now you tell me, does Salem have it?
I thought you weren't interested in all of that.
I just want to know what we are up against.
And which we are you referring to?
Crow, stop it.
You should come back, Raven. The only way we beat her is by working together. All of us.
You're the one who left. The tribe raised us, and you turned your back on them.
They were killers and thieves.
They were your family.
You have a very skewed perception of that word.
I lead our people now. And as leader, I will do everything in my power to ensure our survival.
I saw. The people of Shion saw too.
The weak die. The strong live. Those are the rules.
Well, you've certainly got someone strong on your side. I've seen the damage.
We couldn't have No, the Grim would sit in as quickly as they did.
I'm not talking about the Grim. And I'm not talking about you either.
If you don't know what the relic is, then we have nothing left to talk about.
I don't know where the Spring Maiden is either. If you do, I need you to tell me.
Why would I do that?
Because without her, we're all going to die.
And which we are you referring to?
Oh, okay. She's sharp-tongued too.
Bye.
Make this one a double.
Okay, there's so much to unpack. Oh, look at her! Alright, already getting straight to it. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay. Let's get started.
That's right. That's right.
Alright, there's a lot to unpack in this episode. At least I feel like there's a lot to unpack. So, we have to go through it.
Here we go.
Okay, so
Okay.
starting off with this.
Yeah, what was up with the farm boy and like what?
So, he was looking in the mirror. So, he heard Ozpin, right? Because Ozpin obviously said, "Hello, my name is Doctor or Professor Ozpin." So, where is Ozpin? Is he just in the mirror? Like, what exactly is happening? Because he's obviously not dead.
I don't know.
Like, I think this whole scene was just like saying, hey, you know, Ozpin's not dead. Right?
So then, where is he? Is he trapped like in another multiverse?
I don't know.
Like,
If they get into multiverses, then it's gonna lose me.
yeah.
I don't know. Well, hopefully they talk about it, you know, in the next episode or, you know, sometime soon. Because they can't just give me like a little teaser and then not say anything about it. Okay, so after that we go into Yang having the dream about Adam, which is definitely warranted,
Yeah.
right? It sucks. But we get a nice little reunion, where she goes downstairs and sees Professor
Me.
Port, yeah, you, Dr. Ulick and her dad just talking about, I believe he was talking about he tricked Crow into wearing a skirt
Yes.
for a uniform, and that was the same day they were going to work on landing strategies. So skirts and landing strategies don't really mix well.
Beautiful. Yeah, do the Marilyn Monroe. Whoop.
Yeah. But then he had that one line against Yang of if you think you're ready to go outside, then you must have lost some brain cells along with that arm.
Mm-hmm.
Now, that was savage AF. All right, and how did Yang
Not
like
trip off that?
Yeah, trip off that?
I don't know.
Cause she's tripping off of, or at least it seems to me she's tripping off of everything. Or where she's like depressed, she's having like PTSD. You know, there's just everything about that arm thing. To me, it just feels like she's going off the rails for. So, just for that, her to be like, just take that as a joke and stuff. I'm like so confused about like how she could just shrug that off compared to everything else. But yeah, maybe they just have that type of relationship. But I mean, even if I had a relationship with someone, I feel like that'd be like, okay, you're taking it a little bit too far.
Yeah, I would feel that way too. I mean, yeah, I ain't got no arm no more, man. Like,
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. But but then she was saying everybody wants me to get back to normal, but I can't.
This is normal now.
Yeah. And then he was like, normal is what you make it, which is true. I mean, there's no set normalness.
Normality.
Yeah, it's just what you deem as normal.
That's right.
So this is your new normal. You just have to do what you can with it, right?
Definitely.
And then they're just talking. Okay, and then this. Very very brief, but I did like the transition from it, or the transition from the dad and Yang, and the dad was talking about, or they were talking about, hey, have you heard from RWBY? He's like, no, I gotta take care of Yang.
Yeah.
And then goes straight into RWBY
Being taken care of.
being taken care of by Crow.
Russell Crowe.
And he's the whole reason why there's no Grimm in the area, because he's just taking a while. Now that Raven, to me that sounded like a Raven, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounded a lot more like a Raven than anything else. But, it's whatever. The argument's done and over with. Anyways, and then he's like, ha, luck. As if, like, the reason why they're not encountering Grimm is just because of luck. It's like, no, it's because of him.
Yeah. And then we fast forward some more.
Yeah, and then this transition from to him talking with his sister, Raven. There's some stuff to unpack here too. So obviously she is not the nice one, right? Which is obvious, right? In effect of Crow doesn't even look at her as family, in a sense.
Well, I mean,
I know she left Yang and the dad and stuff like that, but I feel like she has to have done more to make her own brother just disown her in a way, right?
yeah.
Stuff like that. And he was just very
Blunt.
He was very blunt, and he was very quick-tongued in this encounter when he was talking about how can you talk about family when you just basically act like your daughter doesn't even exist.
Yeah. I mean, honestly though.
Yeah, which is true. But then she was talking about so I think she's the leader of the bandit camp that attacked that village that Jean and RWBY went to.
Oh.
Because she was talking to Crow, saying they raised us and stuff like that, and he was like, there's just a bunch of murderers and thieves. And then she was like, I'm the leader now of the thing. And he was like, yeah, I seen your handiwork in Xi'an village, right? Which he would have saw because he was following RWBY and all that stuff like that. And the huntsman was like, oh, we were attacked by bandits. So she was the reason and stuff like that. And then so from the way they were talking, it seems he was saying something about she has something like a secret weapon other than herself. Like, I can't remember what his exact words were. But it was something along the lines of like, hey, you have something that's benefiting your tribe. I think that's what he called it. That isn't just you. And then she's like, "What are you talking about?" But then he goes into the question of like, "Hey, if you know where the Spring Maiden is, like, you need to tell me."
Yeah, you better tell me, goddammit.
So, I think he's trying to like refer to the fact that maybe she has the Spring Maiden, like in her tribe, and she's just hiding them. And using the power to, kind of control wherever she can.
Yeah.
Because, bandit, and having a maiden underneath, or having control of a maiden, I feel like is definitely a boost to power.
Look at Salem.
Yeah.
Shit.
But yeah. I mean, and the whole reason why Raven wanted to talk to Crow was to see whether or not Salem had the relic.
Yeah. What is the relic?
Yeah, what's the relic and what does the relic do? And why is Raven so adamant on whether or not she has it?
Why?
So we get this relic thing that just appeared out of nowhere. At first we were thinking, okay, they were trying to destroy Beacon just because, right? Because Ozpin was the headmaster, and they wanted to cause chaos, which will, eventually cause a war and stuff like that. But there might be something more going on with the whole relic thing. But I don't know. But okay, so it also, I just remembered this too. So the way they were talking to each other, it was almost as if Raven used to be in the group along with Crow and stuff like that, but she left. Probably the same time she left, Yang and the dad and stuff like that. So she used to be on their side and help them out.
Why?
It's a great question.
What the happened? You know what I'm saying? What?
Yeah.
What happened?
I'm not sure.
Well, I guess we won't find out until we watch some more RWBY.
Yeah. This is getting very interesting. Just the overall like storyline, where everything went to crap in Volume 3, but now they're just like expanding on it, right? As to like why, who's doing it, why they're doing it, and stuff like that. So there's this huge like looming shadow that we didn't see there in the first 3 volumes, but like now it's starting to shine light on these topics that, hey, there's a lot more that's going on.
Yeah, that meets the eye, you know what I'm saying?
Meets the eye. I'm also glad that RWBY and them found a town that wasn't destroyed.
For real.
In my mind, I was thinking, oh, they're gonna be like, oh, this is a place with a great inn and stuff like that.
Nah.
And it's gonna be another, Shion village where like everything's destroyed. But it's not. So good for them. But yeah, I think that's about it. I talked a lot. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, you good. That's what they wanted. That's not what they wanted.
No. So if you guys liked our reaction, make sure to like and subscribe.
Keep going.
And if you guys want us to know anything more about RWBY, put in the comment section down below. And we'll see you guys next time.